What's up, guys? Today's a 1644 of us living the van life lifestyle with family of 3, soon to be 4, traveling through the US, and we're currently in Brooklyn, New York. These are day in our lives. We're in Brooklyn to meet up with a professional company that builds vans. We saw one of their van tours on YouTube recently, and we're pretty impressed with the work that they do and how cool they build a van. So we connected with them to kind of meet up and chat, maybe get a little inspiration for our own van, and maybe see some really cool vans as well. So come check it out. Alright, we are here. What's up, Arthur?
Hey, how's it going?
Arthur is one of the co-founders of Brooklyn Campervans right here.
Yeah, welcome to the shop.
Thank you, thank you. But yeah, we're here really just to have a conversation with you, just to, you know, pick your brains a little bit, because I just mentioned to you, like, we plan on building out our own van. This one right here. Yeah. It's a 2024 all-wheel drive. And yeah, we're gonna build it for a family of 4. Okay. My wife is pregnant right now.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
Cool.
And I saw you guys on Patrick's channel. He does a lot of van tours, and yeah, we saw one of the latest one, I think like 2 weeks ago, that you guys had live.
Oh yeah, with the elevator bed.
With the elevator bed, with like a massive battery.
So I got a couple I can show you. That van right now with the elevator bed is out, but we have a 144 wheelbase I could give you a tour of, and a 170 wheelbase.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that Brooklyn had camper van, like professional guys like you. I thought they were all like on the West Coast.
Yeah, right. It doesn't really make sense to have a camper van company right in New York City, but here we are. For about a year and a half in this location, and then we were in South Williamsburg for a couple of years prior. Okay. So all in all, we started in August 2020. Okay. Have you like lived the van life yourself? Like, how did you get started with this? Yeah, it started with that, basically. Yeah. So we built a van, and when the pandemic was happening, everything was on lockdown. We were just out in nature, road tripping around US and Mexico. We posted some videos and photos, and people noticed us, so we got a client for a custom build. So we opened up a warehouse, and then started doing 2 vans at a time, 3 vans, 4 vans, 5 vans at a time. So now I think we've done over at least 60 vans by now. So now we got a whole operation going. Nice. Yeah, I can see that. How many vans are you working on right now? Right now we're working on 2, and then we're getting another van coming in a couple of days. Yeah. How did you get started with, like, did you build your own van initially? Yeah. You're handy, or you like? My business partner Oliver is like the really handy person, and the first van was a steep learning curve, so I had to do a lot of YouTube videos and such. It came pretty naturally to Oliver. Yeah. It took me it was a little bit hard for me, but that also makes sense because now I'm more on the business side, sales and marketing. Yeah. So our brains are split evenly pretty well. But it's great that you guys actually live the van life. Your partner as well, did he ever do living in the van and stuff? Yeah. So you know exactly what it takes to build a good van, obviously, right? Yeah. You lived through it. It's super important to spend quality time in the van through all the seasons to truly build a van. Because then you know, like, oh, the outlet needs to be here because I like to work like this and sit here and sit like this. And for the little stuff that like, you don't really think about when you're building it out. Like our van, like there's a lot of little things that we don't like about it because like, once you start living in it, you think it might be good, but you can't think of everything until you actually experience it. Exactly, yeah. Or constantly improving and learning from it. So it's an ongoing process. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I see you guys got some really cool vans here. Are these all like for clients, or are you building it out to like sell? Like are they custom? Both, yeah. So the 2 we have here is built to sell. So it's basically Oliver and I's designs. Sure. This one's a bit, this one's called the art van because we decided to go a little bit crazy with the design. And then this one is the cloud loft fan because we're using a cloud cap pop top. How many does this sleep, this one? This actually sleeps 5. Really? Yeah. That's pretty cool. So we have 2 up top, 2 on the bed, and then there's a bench seat which I'll show you that folds down into a guest bed. Okay. You want me to give you a tour of? Absolutely, yeah. Which is like some of the coolest stuff that you see nowadays, because I know like when we first built the van in 2019, like it's, I wouldn't say it's like basic, but
But
Yeah.
like there's a lot more cool like technologies nowadays.
Yeah.
Like we plan on adding like a dishwasher to to ours.
Nice.
Yeah, and
nice.
like some of the stuff that's like comfort,
Yeah.
for like more like a luxury feel to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of new technology coming out, especially in the world of batteries, and also the Starlink
Yup.
as well. So Starlink Mini,
Yup.
or we modified a standard Starlink to 12 volts.
Yup.
Partnered with a Canadian company called Trio Flat Mount.
Okay.
So they're great if you're doing a DIY build.
Yeah.
Basically at 12 volts, it just uses way less energy.
Would you prefer that like conversion versus a mini? Which would you prefer?
They're both pretty comparable. The Mini is a little bit slower, but still fast enough for day-to-day tasks.
Yeah.
The Mini has higher drop rates, so if you're playing games or on a call, your call might drop,
Yeah.
or you might get kicked out of your game or something like that.
Yeah.
But in terms of just like regular other things, it's pretty comparable. EcoFlow just came out with a new upgrade as well, so now it could charge through 50 amps. It could output a lot more, and then there's the possibility of it working with a second alternator as well.
Gotcha.
So you double your charge when you're driving.
Yeah, that's something that I want to ask you about too. 'Cause we're thinking about adding a second high output alternator.
Yep.
And is it like a battery specific that can take that charge? Because it takes like what 280 amps, right? The
Yeah.
high output ones.
I'm not sure actually on the detail. That's more Oliver's domain.
Yeah.
So can't speak too much details on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like I don't know if it's like a normal thing, but I saw a recent video of someone doing that.
Okay.
And they're able to power basically everything, like
Yeah.
more than 3,000 watts going into while you're driving. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
a game changer.
Yeah.
Like you almost don't even need solar panels at that point.
Exactly. So that's sweet. I mean, this cloud cap pop top is also new. I mean, prior to this year, we had to use a completely different pop top that was a lot more expensive. And we have those pulley system up there to install it, and it was just like very scary to install, very expensive. And this cloud cap pop top is awesome, and it has a high payload capacity too, so you could walk on it. So we could put walkable solar panels.
Oh,
on
okay.
top.
Okay. Yeah, so you have a fan up there as well. So it's
And
very
then
comfortable.
It could also work on a 144 wheelbase because we could pair that with an undermount AC.
Yeah.
And then Starlink Mini now is smaller, so you can still have Mini integrated into the van on a 144 wheelbase. So you're not losing anything with a pop top.
Yeah.
So there's constantly new technologies that make things like more capacity, or it's smaller form factor, or has new functions. The new EcoFlow monitor can now monitor the fresh and gray water levels as well.
Sure.
So all these things were just in like the past few months, like this year.
It's crazy,
It's
right?
crazy how fast things change.
Yeah. You ever seen the toilet, the Cinderella toilet?
Oh,
the
yeah.
incinerating toilet?
Yeah,
That's like crazy technology as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, before it took so much battery. It would be like 10% of your battery capacity to
For
flush.
one flush.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, and but you know, with maybe the new alternator, and you have so much battery power. Like EcoFlow now has a docket where you could go beyond 15 kilowatt hours.
Sure.
Not that you really need to go beyond, but let's just say you want to max it out. Maybe you use your van for like production or some other skilled trade, and you want 25 kilowatt hours of battery in your van. Then maybe get the incinerator toilet as well.
Right. I mean, the batteries are getting smaller and smaller too. Like you can fit more in the given space, and the pricing are coming down significantly, right?
Yeah, yep, definitely. Hopefully the tariffs don't hurt it too much.
Have you guys experienced some of that? The tariffs?
It's still in flux, a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah. Maybe you can show us some of your pool vents.
Yeah. So this is the Cloud Loft van. Basically, it's kind of funny. I work out of here, even though I have a nice office over there. I find it more cozy to work inside of a van. I guess I still miss van life. So there's a ladder to go up to the second floor. This ladder folds in half, and you can store it. This bench also folds down, and that driver's seat swivels. Well, both seats could swivel.
Right.
So with the driver's seat swivel, you have another guest bed.
Yep.
And then you have nearly like a queen size mattress in the back, so that could sleep two people. We custom ordered this mattress, so fills all the curvatures of our build.
Yeah. You have the flare space.
Yeah,
flare space?
pretty much. We use van speed. They're full bed capsules. But essentially the same thing. I think it gives like 1 or 2 extra inches compared to the flare space. So we like using those.
This is a 170?
Yep, it's 170. a 170 wheelbase. Yeah, I mean, it comes with everything. You got the microwave, sink and faucet, induction stove in front of you, the Dometic fridge with freezer, and then yeah, just a bunch of cabinetry here. It's all on electromagnetic latches.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet. So when you're driving, it just locks, so nothing swings out.
I think that's kind of like a recent thing too. People are doing.
Mm-hmm.
We did that with like our chest freezer, like fridge freezer, because they're like so heavy. Like none of the latches actually support unless you have like a side hook.
Yeah.
So like the electric magnetic is it holds anything like
exactly
a lot of weight.
And at this level of build, we're just like design freaks, so we just didn't want any like latches or handles or anything like that.
Yeah.
So keep it nice and flush. You don't get caught on anything.
That's beautiful.
These are just like small details that we really focus on.
Oh yeah, we got bruises before with the handles. I mean, people like use the home handles, like the ones that sticks out. Looks nice, but it's not practical in a van at all.
Exactly, exactly. That's another thing you learn from like living in a van.
Oh, you get a bunch of bruises, right? Like these are smooth, like you're not gonna get hit or you know bang your head, especially like little guys like this, right?
Yeah, you got a full, you got a shower right here. You got the sliding Nautilus shower door, and then you have a Laveo dry flush toilet. So the dry flush toilet vacuum seals the waste, so there's no plumbing system basically. We have it hooked up just so that it doesn't fly off when you're driving.
Right.
But when you want to shower, you can just take it out.
Yeah.
And then you have
really spacious.
Yeah, you have plenty of space here. Nebula shower head. Conserves the water. It just shoots out like a gallon a minute. So with a 40-gallon water tank, you're pretty set for about a week or so.
Yeah, we have the same toilet. We actually don't even use their cartridges anymore.
Oh.
Just because they take up so much space.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just have the toilet?
I just have like a very expensive toilet that I use with like cat litter and and I just throw it out afterwards.
Okay, so
I know, but I see a lot of people start using like van builders use this toilet. It's like very
So you have the dry flush toilet, but you just put cat litter into it.
I don't even charge it or anything like that. I mean, it was a good idea for us initially.
Yeah.
But then like we live in it full time.
Yeah.
So like you need a lot of space, and we kind of try to minimize like, having to buy. And you can't even you can't even buy it in the store.
Yeah. I think now you can.
Maybe now you can.
Yeah. Or at least now you can buy it on Amazon. There's a lot of other companies selling it.
Yeah.
Maybe a composting toilet would be better.
Probably. Or just a bucket for us.
Okay,
yeah, we're kind of the low tech, more economical.
It makes sense. Yeah, it's more economical.
Yeah, you got a nice.
Yeah, this is the new EcoFlow Insight screen. So you know, you could control everything, your AC, your DC, all your switches. You could also monitor your fresh and your gray water level as well. And then I think we're also looking into putting temperature sensors in here as well. So you can remotely monitor not only your water levels, but also if your water levels are close to freezing. Just pair that up with like the Starlink satellite internet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Then with the Webasto controller here, so you can monitor and set the temperature of the van.
Yep.
I love how your kid likes to climb.
Oh, he's already up there. What's up, Spence?
Come back down.
Oh, this is cool. Is it cozy up there?
Oh, there's a
Is
fan
there a bed
up there.
There's a fan up there. Right?
No, come back down.
That's cool. Yeah, I always like seeing these pop-ups from like a Sprinter. You sleep like you said, like 5 people in this van.
Yeah. We were just talking. I was just talking to somebody else today who wants to sleep a family of 4 without a pop top. And what we could do here is like instead of a bench seat, we just have 2 single jump seats, and then both seats could swivel, and then both seats could fold down into a bed. So that could be like a sleep 4. 2
twin bed kind of thing.
Yeah. So 1 bed here, and then you guys could sleep over there, and that could be a good layout for a 170 wheelbase.
We're thinking we're gonna do an elevator bed.
Nice.
In the back there. We have a 170 as well.
Okay.
And so like we plan on doing an elevator bed Should be like a queen size. We're gonna sleep north, south,
Yeah.
north and south. And when we're not using it, the base will be like a play area slash like
Yeah.
sleeping area for our two kids.
Nice.
And yeah, during the daytime we'll kind of lower it. Nighttime we'll lower it, and
Yeah.
we'll have like we'll try to fit storage underneath the actual like play area.
Okay.
So like you get like little cubbies for toys and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the things that like we're running into is like when we built the van originally, it wasn't built with like a child in mind.
Yeah.
Definitely not two. And that's why like we added a jump seat to sit him now.
Okay.
And then later on we'll add a bench seat. I mean, we have a crew van right now, so we have a bench seat.
Okay.
But we'll have to convert it into like a two-seater rather than a three.
Yeah.
The factory
okay.
ones are three.
Okay.
And so like right now all of our toys, his toys are everywhere. There's like no dedicated space for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like having more storage for us is like super key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, with a 170 in basement and an elevator bed, you just have so much extra room to play with.
Right.
So, like a kids play area sounds great.
Yeah, definitely. Do you guys have like a lot of families that are coming here to look to build a van, or well, like what are the clientels normally?
Yeah, it's a lot of families, retirees, also young people. Yeah, young people. Like not that young, but like maybe like 30s or 40s. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they from like the New York area?
Yeah,
Or
generally.
out of
Yeah,
state?
it's kind of like we have people from the West Coast as well. But it's really just like a matter of how they find us. So
Yeah.
we show up on like Google when you're around like the Northeast. So naturally, a lot of people in Northeast come
Right.
to us. But those that find us on Google on the West Coast, like they're like, okay, well, we like their style, so we'll just have the van delivered out to the West.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. too.
Yeah. I seen like you guys have like really cool designs. You have like the CNC machines that you do like your logos and stuff. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the little details to the vans that kind of stands out to. a lot of
Yeah,
people.
everything's CNC, and then we got like, laser machine, 3D printer. We have, a whole lot of tech.
Rina and Spencer are gonna hang on the van for a little bit while I finish up with Arthur here. If someone were to come to you and like want to build a van, for example, like how's that process work?
Yeah, so they come to us. We basically get a good understanding of what their needs are, and then we custom build based off of what their needs and what their budget and what their style is. We also have an online van builder. Basically, it's kind of like, I don't know, you go to McDonald's and you order like fries and then a cider drink, and it shows the price and it shows like the flavors and everything. We have that for vans basically. So you get to price out exactly what your build's gonna cost and what it's gonna look like. And then I get a copy of your selections, and then we go over it item by item. See like what you might want to add, or if you want under a budget, like what you could take out and such. And then we have a similar process for design as well. So everything in the van can be customized aesthetically. So shower tiles, flooring, ceiling, walls, the specialty paint on the walls, like maybe lime wash or Roman clay, wallpaper. I mean, it's all the appliance colors, basically everything. So we have samples here as well. So if they are local in the East Coast, they could come in, we could do a little mood board with them and plan it out. But yeah, basically when it's done, it usually takes about 12 weeks to finish the van, and then that's the entire process.
Do they normally bring their own vans, or you source a van for them as well?
We could do both. Yeah. If they purchase a van, it just has to be 2019 and newer.
2019 and newer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure like a lot of the parts you don't want to go and source and.
Yeah, it's just like a different shape.
Yeah.
On the Mercedes Sprinter.
Yeah. Do you mainly do Sprinters, or you work on like Transit?
Just Sprinters. Yeah.
Just Sprinters. Okay.
Yeah, we also started doing a lot of mobile offices.
Okay.
Now. And mobile offices we could do on any van.
Yeah.
But the camper van builds are a lot more complex.
Right.
So we just focus on Mercedes Sprinter.
There's so many different like layouts and templates. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
it's a hassle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just working. I mean, we know like just working on one of the Sprinters is like the curvatures of the walls are like so like it's. Yeah, if you don't have like a specialized thing, then it makes it tougher for you guys.
Yeah, you gotta specialize. I mean, we did ProMasters before. We've done about 20 ProMaster vans. Granted, now with our level of build, it makes a lot more sense to do it on a Sprinter all-wheel drive.
Right.
But it just doesn't make sense to focus on like 3 different van types.
Yeah.
Like you really got to focus on one, because like we mentioned earlier, technology keeps changing and you're constantly changing the way you build and fine tuning it. So we do have to put all of our eggs in one basket.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And this is like your workstation here.
Yeah. So we got woodworking, a finished room. I mean, everything is done in-house here. We also do all the exterior modifications. So if you want to do suspension upgrades or put in front bumpers, winch, exterior storage, we do all that as well. So we're basically a one-stop shop, and everything is done in-house.
If we were to bring in like a second alternator and we need you guys to help change out, would you guys be able to do that?
Get back to me in a few weeks.
Sounds good. Yeah, because right now, if we're gonna do that, we got to figure out where we're gonna get it installed. Whether we do it ourselves or whatever. But yeah, we have a little time. But I'll definitely check in with you later on.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So what are like some of the must-haves like when you do a van? Like a new van comes in and you want to build it out. Like what are some of the what you would advise like clients? Like, hey, this is what I normally like to do. What I like to see happen.
In terms of a van build, insulation, you gotta have the sound deadening pads, you gotta pre-plan everything, pre-plan everything because you gotta run the electrical wires and everything before you put in the walls. I think the more time you spend planning, the better. I know a lot of people, they do piece by piece, like maybe they get a little bit of budget, they build like one thing, and then they have more time to build another thing. But
those people take like a year, 2 years to build a van.
And it becomes like a Frankenstein van. And it becomes harder and harder to make pieces fit. I think planning is super, super important. It's the big thing.
You said normally it takes you guys 12 weeks or so to build a van.
But our first van, I don't know how long it took you. Our first van took like 4 months, and we worked 7 days a week, 12-hour days, and didn't take a single day break. It took us 4 months.
We did about 3 months. But I worked 4 days, 5 days a week.
We did the E350 on an old used ambulette that we bought for a couple grand, and that thing had fiberglass rooftop, and it was just like so curved, and we couldn't really attach anything onto the fiberglass. And then we wanted to frame out all the walls perfectly so they were even, but all the walls were like this. So it was just like weeks and weeks of trim work, and it was tough. But now we have a system, so now it's like all CNC, we have a system. It's so much easier. So that's why I'm like, okay, R&D and research is so important, because it's the difference between like getting a van done in 12 weeks or less versus 4 months of like
just back to back, like just tracing out templates and cutting it out manually like that. I don't think I mean we're gonna have to go through that, but
that's true. But at least you guys have experience and you know what you're getting yourself into. So that's really good, because then you can know how much to budget and how much time to budget too. You want to come out? Spencer's crying a little bit because he didn't get to be part of the conversation. But let's go inside. Let's take a look.
Right now we're just using the van as like a transportation vehicle, because we flew here from Salt Lake City. Our current van is in Salt Lake. And we just came back for like a doctor's appointment for my wife. And so we're just driving here. And so right now we have nothing in there. We just have the crew seats, which we eventually will remove. We actually bought some seats in the back there. Like Ford seats. So the guy said that it was supposed to fit, but we'll figure it out. So our van is definitely not going to be like high end like you guys. It's more like a budget / like DIY build. I know. Some of the builder vans are pretty expensive. You know, I mean, obviously, you get the quality of work. And a nice looking van at the end of the day. So any tips for us as far as building out our van for family?
Well, I think it's really good that you're doing it yourself. I mean, one thing that I always see is people buying a DIY van, and there's always things that go wrong, but they don't know how to fix it. But if you're building it, like, then you know how to fix it, and issues will always arise, but at 100%. Least you'll be prepared for it.
That's one reason, like, I guess I tell myself, hey, let's do a DIY van. I mean, we had to fix a lot of issues along the way on the road, and I know exactly how everything works. I mean, I had to learn it. I mean, there's a learning curve in the initial phase. But once you know it, then that knowledge kind of sticks with you.
And I think you probably already have your online resources, but I think it's always good to just like find a couple really credible online resources and then like reach out to them like you're reaching out now, or like follow their guides. Because like if you just Google and like look for a tutorial on how to do one thing, and you click the first search result, like you might be out of luck. Like, there might be somebody who's not that skilled or not that good. So like, if you find somebody credible, like that's worth a gold mine. We have a lot of resources on our website about like how to van life and different layouts. Yeah, you should check out our article about sprinkler layouts because we get really detailed into that.
Yeah.
How to plan.
Any last tips for our van? What we should look out for when we're building it? From a professional like yourself?
So, I mean, you already built the van, so I'm always wondering like, hey, what new information I could offer?
Yeah.
But I think even when you're doing a new layout, it's always like double or triple the amount of time or resources that you think you're gonna spend on it. Even for us at this level, like if we do a new layout, it's still beyond expectations on how much work it is. It's very hard to be like, oh, I think I'm only gonna spend 3 weeks and then spend 2 weeks on it. It's like
that's never the case.
It's never the case.
It only goes up from there.
Yeah, it only goes up. It's always like double the amount. So
yeah.
So even though like you might get the confidence of building one van, or you might get the confidence of building 30 vans, it's still always like, hey, it's still a challenge when you're trying something new.
That's well said.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take more time and take your time, right? Make it a little bit slower and yeah, just budget a little bit better.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's perfect. Thank you. Well, Arthur, thank you so much for your time. Where can people find out more about you, like what you guys do if they want to build a van? How do the people find you?
Yeah, you can find us at brooklyncampervans.com, Brooklyn Campervans on all the socials. And if you want to have like a free consultation like what we just had, happy to chat. You can schedule a call with me on our website as well, or just email us. And then if you're into like mobile offices, we also do those for businesses as well, which you can see over there. But yeah, reach out to us in whichever platform you feel comfortable with.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Arthur.
All right. Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time. Well, that was pretty fun hanging out with Arthur for a little bit. And I chat van life talks. That's always fun. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really know that people build vans out here in the East Coast. And now that we have a contact here in Brooklyn, if there's anything that we run into problems or questions, we can always come back here and ask for Arthur's advice, how to do it by a professional. So yeah, that was really good. We're making our way back home now. Spencer just fell asleep. And before we go, we're gonna stop by a spot to pick up some takeout and we'll get some lunch on the way back. We're picking up lunch from this spot right here, the Legend Cafe. We bought a bunch of food for everybody, actually. We're gonna be heading over to my sister's house. She's working from home today, so we're gonna bother her a little bit. Just kind of hang out there and have some late lunch and dinner at her house. We just got back to my mom's house. Spencer is still napping, but he should be waking up any minute now. He slept for like 2 hours, which is pretty good. And we're gonna hang out here for a little bit before we head over to my sister's. I mean, she is still working right now, so we don't want to bother her too early. So let's hang out here first for a little bit. Spencer is still napping, and Rina and I, we're gonna do a Q&A session in the back here. There's been a lot of questions about the van and kind of the layout, so let's clarify a few things.
Gore V said, keeping those back seat there while still trying to make a full house is kind of crazy. The seat take up a lot of space.
It does. I feel like, you know, you just kind of incorporate it into the build. Just like the one that we saw today. They have a two-seater behind it as well.
We have to.
We have to. I mean, there's no other way to travel without a back seat, so.
With two kids.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Yeah. Love Angel said, so excited for the build. I think the two-tier bed and sliding door are great. I didn't hear you say about a stove. I hope you guys get an overhead convection oven, I'm guessing. And microwave air fryer. Also, you could make the counter as you come in a drop leaf in a curved form to save space. Yeah, we will have a stove. Yeah, sorry we didn't mention it on the layout. It was kind of assumed that we will put it there. So we'll have a induction cooktop if we're going all batteries. So we'll have an induction cooktop, and if we're going with all batteries, we're also going to have a
the one that we have right now, which is a microwave, oven, and air fryer combo in that looks like a microwave. So that has been really good for us, and we'll put that above the refrigerator.
I want to make the induction cooktop like removable.
So not built into the.
Yeah, not. I don't need. I don't want to cut out of a space.
Okay, that could be something that we do, because right now we've been taking out the camp stove every time, so it's not going to make that big of a difference if we just take out like an induction cooktop or something. But yeah, we're definitely going to have that, and definitely going to have a toilet as well. That's more like a given. Yeah, we didn't mention that on the other video as well.
It's just a hidden toilet.
Yeah, it's going to be probably under the induction cooktop near the door, and we'll just pull it out when we need it, and when we're done, it's going to be hidden. And then the shower as well is going to be hidden. Yeah, we've seen some designs where people do a hidden shower with like a shower pan indented into the flooring, because this flooring here isn't necessarily the lowest point of the van. There's going to still be some installation, a layer, and then this wooden flooring, and then on top of that we have a thin vinyl flooring, like kind of what you would see at a house, like just the vinyl to make it look super homey. So we can still cut like a hole, maybe about an inch or so, maybe an inch and a half, as like a shower pan. And we've seen some people do it. It would be a really cool layout if we can make that happen in this van. It'll save a lot of room, but we'll see.
Yeah, because living in the van for like 4 years, we really rarely use the shower. So it's a waste of space right now.
Yeah, it's like more for storage right now than anything else. I think it also depends on what the individual needs are. Like for us, we can shower, but I think the hidden shower is going to be more for us. More importantly for us is storage space, especially now with a family of 4. I think storage is going to be super important to get all our clothes, the baby's clothes, their toys, and just stay organized.
The shower is like, that is the last minute shower. If we can find a campground, or we can, maybe sometime we went to a hotel and truck stop, shower, we usually like just go there.
Yeah, shower.
If we have to pay, we will pay for shower.
There's more options for shower outside of the van.
Yeah.
And I think, it's pretty flexible with showering.
Yeah. Why do you care? Said, I love what you guys are doing. How come you guys don't make a fake wall dividing the back seat to the back area and put the fridge and dishwasher side by side directly behind the second row, so you have your 2 big appliances in the center of the car, good for the weight. Then you can have more foldable storage on the side for clothes and etc., like a bench, or have a toy storage. Just a thought, because that's what we have right now.
I'm not sure if they're talking about like a wall. Are they talking about like a wall behind the driver's seat? Why
don't you guys make a fake wall dividing the back seat? That's what we have right now.
Yeah, maybe what they're thinking about is like the second row here, and adding a fake wall.
A fake wall. Then that means you are cutting the van really short,
really tight. Yeah. What we're actually planning with the front area is we will add swivel seats to the driver's seat and the passenger seat, so that the front area is going to be like a hangout area. Given, especially in the beginning, we're going to have 2 big car seats in the second row, but eventually, when the kids grow older, we might not need that, and that's going to be a big area. And if we further cut and partition that back area, the front area, behind the second row, then it's just going to make the space feel even smaller.
Yeah.
So it's not ideal. I mean, like what Rina said, our setup right now with our current van, we have that partition right behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat. It really separates the space, but it makes the space like feel really small.
It separates the space. We did that because we previously had 2 dogs.
Yeah.
We want to separate. We wanna keep the dog in the back to not go in the front when we park. So we have the door there. We prefer to keep it open.
Hi, Spence. Spencer just woke up from his nap.
Hi, Spence.
He had like a 2.5-hour nap here.
Need a hug? We all need a hug after a
I think
nap.
so. A hug is kind of nice.
A little bit more.
Okay, let's continue. That's a good spot.
Bill D6899 said, Michael, are you still in New York? And I just picked up the seat from the same guy too last week.
Yes, we are still in New York, and that's super random. I guess that guy's pretty big on Facebook Marketplace because he sells a lot of different like seating, like what we picked up. That's pretty cool. That's what a coincidence.
Deborah Miller said, measure twice, cut once. I hope the transit seat and hardware fit. Any RV showroom nearby? Great place to get design idea.
Yeah. We haven't really looked for any RV shows, but we did meet up with the professional camper builders today, and I kind of want to do a little bit more of that when we get a chance, maybe in Salt Lake, because I'm sure Salt Lake has like a ton. I don't know if we'll really have time, but I think that will be kind of fun, like visits and good content too, just for you guys to see like what an expert builder, what they think. If you guys want to
buy one from them, the van look pretty good.
Yeah, their van looks pretty legit.
WB5XC said, what is the inside standing height in the new van? 6 feet 6 inch by chance? Hope you enjoys family time.
Let me see.
We don't know.
I have the measuring tape here.
We're not that tall.
The height here is not going to be exactly this height because, like I said before, the installation is not added yet, and also the top here, there's going to be installation and paneling and stuff. So just the way it is right now, plus or minus maybe a couple of inches, it's 6 feet 3.5 inches.
So if you're
75 inches, yeah.
If you're taller than that, you gotta bend down.
Yeah, I mean,
a little bit.
Orlando is really tall and he's able to fit standing up.
We not that tall, so we have
we
totally fine. Kita Hawaiian said, are you doing a launch style? It was center lagoon table in the rear of the van with a Happy Jack style bed lift. Maybe consider instead doing a U-style launch style, which would give you a rear garage storage, as well as it can convert to a day bed. This is what I chose for my this is what I chose with the builder of my van to do so. And since you use mainly using one burner cooktop, maybe consider a portable induction cooktop to free more counter space. This is something I also went back and forth trying to decide between built-in and portable, and for me went with a portable unit.
Yeah, there was a lot there. We're not gonna do the lagoon on the back. We will do a lagoon in the front as like a extra working area for when I'm editing videos, doing work, and cooking. So the lagoon will be in the front. We didn't want to do the dinette style in the back. That was what we had before.
Well, yeah, we used to have a dinette style, and then we hate it because we don't like to make the bed.
Yeah, but that would solve it with the elevator bed. But it's not ideal for one little
for
kids.
them to play.
Yeah, it's like a table and 2 sitting area. It's nice for like adults.
They're gonna fall.
Yeah,
they're gonna fall down.
And I think the biggest problem with that setup is the storage.
Yeah,
like because your footing. You got to put your foot by where under the table is. You can't have a big garage space, and so like our setup is gonna be literally like a platform on top right here, and the bottom is still gonna be as open as possible for bikes, Spencer's like scooters and all that stuff. And we'll be sitting. From what we're thinking, we're gonna be sitting like a floor seating, kind of like the Japanese style. We have like a lower table where we have like the floor chairs that we can sit, and we'll eat dinner kind of sitting just like this. And the kids are going to be able to reach the table. They can sit on their like booster and be able to eat with us. So we'll have like a small table rather than like a dinette.
And it will be easier to clean up.
Easier to clean up.
One platform instead of like we have to clean
multiple levels, the crevices and all that stuff.
The cushion and the stuff.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, the storage underneath the platform is gonna be really cool. I can't wait to show you guys once it's
I
done.
need help.
All right.
Get up.
Okay, Charlie. Oh, can you help Mama? Can you pull Mama's hand?
I need help.
Mama need help. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
Linda Keaton said, "Hi, for me, can Mercedes-Benz change out your seat from 3 to 2 or a custom van garage? You do custom work with a designer for the older van."
I asked Mercedes if they have like 2-seaters. They don't. It seems like once they have everything produced, they don't want to change anything. That was from my dealership.
Liability, they said.
Yeah, liabilities, they can't change anything at that point. So no. I mean, we already got our seat, so we should be okay. We'll figure that out next time we're back here to get this thing installed. We didn't do any custom work with designer. I mean, we just really browsed YouTube and got ideas from other van lifers that have done it before, and we gathered, for the most part, what we liked about certain vans, and we kind of just pieced it together, and that's how we came up with that design and this design as well for this van.
Oh, my Castro said, "You said Rina's parents live in Brooklyn, and next time you guys went back, you all visit them. Give me the impression you guys don't have a good relationship with them."
Rina just doesn't want to have her parents
My
on
parents
video.
don't live in Brooklyn. They live in Manhattan.
Yeah, we saw them yesterday, but they prefer not to be on video, so
Yeah, I don't want them to be on the video.
that's okay.
And Soldier said, "Is your mom's house now where you grew up and you're in your old bedroom?"
Yes, I grew up in exactly this house.
But that's not his old bedroom. That is his sister's bedroom.
I did stay in that bedroom when I was like when we first moved into the house, and then I
so you
stayed
share a bedroom with your
Yeah,
sister?
yeah. I mean, there's only 3 bedrooms, and then when I grew a little older, I stayed at the downstairs bedroom.
You stay in the downstairs bedroom and then you sneak out.
I do sneak out. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to get out from there, and it's cool because right now Spencer is sort of like growing up a little bit in this house as well, and I used to like play by the stairs by the living room, and like I used to play with my action figures and stuff, and Spencer's kind of playing there as well, so it's nice to see.
Chair.
Oh, that's a step ladder. You want to step up? Ooh, watch your finger.
G98. Oh, Mama gonna sit there. Mama cannot sit.
That's a good chair
sit
for Mama.
there. Mama cannot sit here. Mama
Boo Boo can sit here.
E939 said, "Is Spencer going to be in the front passenger seat while Mom in the second row with the baby?" No.
No.
there's a airbag in
Yeah.
the front, so car seat cannot go in the front.
Correct. So both car seats are going to be in the back, and Rina's going to be in
You
the
wanna
front
sit
with me.
with me?
Yeah.
Or you wanna sit on the chair?
Yeah, it's not safe to have car seats with airbags. And that's why like Spencer's car seat in our existing van is in the middle, because there's no airbags there.
Valerie Pippi said, "Have you thought about having a bed that rises up on a pulley during the day?"
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing an elevator bed using I don't know exactly which system we're gonna do. Scratch. But yeah, it's gonna be an elevator bed with a button you press and it goes up and down. It's gonna be really cool.
Anita Decker said, "Baking soda for tenderizer. Does it work? How long do you soak them?"
Yes, it kind of works, I think.
Yeah, all the Chinese restaurants use it.
Yeah, we soak it for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then I just rinse it off and then add the seasoning to it, however you would kind of marinate it or whatever. But it works.
RMLRL said, "I like those container your mom has for her sugar and other item. Can you find out where you got them?" I think you can find it on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know the brand. She probably got it like many years ago.
Or Chinese supermarket.
Yeah, Chinese supermarket usually does have it. Like it's like usually like 3 compartments, whatever, with a little like thing, like container with a little spoon.
I can try to find it on Amazon if you want.
If Rina can find it, we'll link it in the description.
Amanda Monroe said, "Are you building out yourself? What are you doing with the other van?"
We are building it out ourselves here in my mom's yard, and the other van will most likely sell it but not sure yet. Maybe rent it out, but most likely sell it.
DDW4040 said, name of your vacuum sealer, looking for one to buy.
It's just an off-brand one on Amazon. If you just Google or you on Amazon, just search like vacuum sealer, you'll probably get like really cheap ones. But the legit ones are probably the brands from like Costco or something. The one, what's it called? Vac. I don't even know the name. The ones they sell at Costco, the green one, Vac Seal. I don't know. But if you want, I can also link the one that we have. It's really cheap. It does the job though.
Daniel Loy said, why not have a teaspoon of the beef bouillon instead of the chicken in the marinade of the beef?
We don't have beef bouillon. We rarely use beef bouillon.
I think for Chinese family, we always have chicken bouillon.
It's always chicken.
we rarely have beef bouillon.
Yeah, I guess it's like a lighter flavor than a beef. But yeah, it adds flavor to it. But nowadays we kind of just add like a beef bone broth soup that we have. We could just throw one of those J1 soup things in it. That'll work too. But it's just whatever we have. We just rarely use beef.
Brenton said, do you have a type of alarm or self-protection when stealth camping? Maybe personal pepper spray or mace, etc. out of reach of children?
We have bear spray.
We used to have pepper spray, but then it's not allowed to go to Canada, I think.
Yeah, we have knives and stuff. We should be okay. But thanks for your concern.
Yolanda Madison said, have you ever ate at Mr. Chow in Beverly Hills, California? That sounds like a
fake Chinese restaurant. Mr. Chow's.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Mr. Chow's the guy from Hangover.
That doesn't sound like a really Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, it's like a Chinese restaurant for Americans, but we can look into it next time we're in the area. Thanks for recommending.
Lee Verrett said, I'll have to make a trip for the Super Mango drink from Unique Tea in honor of you and Rina, and he got an update. Just check, and Unique Tea is permanently closed.
Oh no, that's like your favorite spot in the San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah.
Unique Tea.
Yeah, they got really good mango drink.
Yeah, too bad they're closing down. I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
I will find another one.
Yeah.
My friend will find another one.
I'm gonna open the door a little bit. It's a little too hot. It's very stuffy without the fans here.
Anita Decker said, so it's Friday now, so, and this is Sunday or Monday, are your mom doing this Q&A? I don't remember when is the last time we did. I think it's Friday.
Our vlogs are 2 days delayed, so yeah, I mentioned this before. It's 2 days.
We are randomly doing it. I mean, at least we do it at least once a week. We don't have a set time for now.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, if there's a lot of questions piled up, and we could just kind of do a session like right now. I don't think he said that, but it
are you going to Mama?
You want to go inside?
You want to go see? You want to go watch George with Mama? Jessica Rice said, Spencer would be great brother. My boys like each other when little, even now. You better buy diaper now if on sale. Do you feed Spencer French fries, Madonna? Yes, we do. He doesn't go like crazy about like French fries or like ice cream. He doesn't go over. If he is full, he would just stop.
Yeah, it's whatever we eat.
We're not done, Spence.
Yeah, he's like Rina said, he's not too crazy about like I have to eat this or anything. Like we just get whatever. We're not too strict on food right now.
Timothy Wong said, would you ever consider driving up to Canada? Also, have you ever visited Toronto, Markham, Canada? There's a huge Asian population here too. My wife watch you guys every night. I keep up with the awesome video, and we love seeing your Spencer grow up. We have a little one as well, so we think they would both get along very well. Yes, we went to Toronto.
Markham? Oh, 100%. We haven't
Markham.
been there recently just because we haven't been driving the van in the East Coast, but like it's
When
one
we're
of the
back.
Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely go. It's like one of our favorite
It's
place
outside, yeah?
to get like
You wanna go-
Asian, Hong
you
Kong
wanna go
style
see?
food. It's definitely one of the best in the North
Yeah.
America area. But yeah, we'll definitely go once we're back here in the East Coast.
It's outside.
And my sister and brother-in-law, they go quite often, maybe
Once a month or something.
not that often.
Twice
maybe
a month?
3, 4, 5 times a year, at least.
We will definitely go.
Yeah.
Uber Good Air said, would you please do a side-by-side comparison between the bouillon and the packaged bone broth?
Yeah, that's a great idea. We will definitely do a side-by-side comparison to see which one is better. Thanks for suggesting that.
Norman 10 gave us a $2 super thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for the super thanks, Norman.
$2 Singaporean dollar?
Singapore?
Oh, Singaporean dollar.
I'm not sure, but thank you.
SGD, I think it's Singaporean
Okay.
dollar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you say thank you? Spencer said thank you too.
Norman 10 also asked, do you plan to install a Cinderella incinerator toilet?
No way. That thing is the $7,000 toilet. It's a fun idea.
Is it
But
the fire one?
It's the one with the fire incinerating toilet. It uses a lot of power and too expensive. Yeah, there's no way. Oh. Right, let's get back into it. Spencer is upstairs.
Raffle Card said, hey Michael, what software do you use to edit your video?
CapCut. I used it from the phone. It's pretty okay. And then I now use the Mac version for the computer. It's pretty good. It's pretty fast. I like it.
Pam said, Grandma is a legend, love her. She must miss Spencer when you guys travel. Do you guys get to FaceTime her when you guys on the road? Also, is Spencer also close to his other grandparent? Yes, we know they don't want to be on camera, but they must also adore Spencer. Who doesn't? Yes, we FaceTime Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
We FaceTime Guma. We FaceTime Papa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only way we'll keep in touch is through FaceTime. So
Yeah.
we do it quite often.
Brita Mana said, you guys, whoever cleaned the house did not clean the bunk bed. It was not clean. Because the house is not for rent yet.
Oh, we have the listing up, but I'll clarify that. So we have workers that stay at the house because they were finishing up the last minute things. So they stay at the house to help out. They're from New York, so when they work on the house, we let them stay in the house and they stay in the bunk beds rather than staying in the master bedrooms, or at least that's what they prefer. So don't judge the house based on the messiness of that. It was just kind of us internally using it. It's not 100%. There's things that we were missing, like garbage cans and little knickknacks that we're missing that are last minute touches, and we stay there too just to get the full experience,
to
feel it out, to see if there's anything missing before we make it live.
Like the coffee table is missing.
Yeah, some stuff are missing right now, but it's the beta testing phase or whatever you call it.
It's not ready to rent out yet. So,
if there are bookings, we just literally finished the house. So
whenever there's a booking, they will send out the cleaner.
Correct. Everything would be 100% at that point. We won't keep it like that. It's just happened to show that way when we were there. So don't worry. The house is better when it's actually live.
Donna once said, nice house and location. All those trees in a gated community make it look so relaxing and peaceful. What year and how much did you pay for your Pocono timeshare?
It's not a timeshare. It's a home that we buy to rent out.
And is the maintenance fee expensive?
I'm not going to break down the cost and everything on the house, but it's a pretty good deal usually when we buy these things. And we have enough margin to kind of do the renovation and more equity if we were to sell the property. But yeah, these are really good properties that we buy.
Jojo said, who did you hire hire to do the renovation? It looked great.
We have an internal team that does our flips, the ones that we do in New Jersey, and they, like I mentioned, they travel to PA to work on like these houses for us as well.
Jack 91522 said, I'm still having a hard time deciding between a 144 and a 170. Do you think 170 was doable in New York City? I'm impressed you were able to get around Brooklyn without any issue. I mean, if you are doing solo or like a couple, then I think 144 is doable.
Yeah, I talked about it yesterday when I was circling around Chinatown. I saw this comments as well. But it's not easy to drive this big van in the city. It's like, it gets pretty tight.
It's hard to find parking.
Very hard to find parking. Most of the time, you have to get like super lucky to find parking. The 144, I think, is doable. I think if it was just us two, if we redo it, I would do a 144.
144 would be doable if we have a hidden shower.
Hidden shower, less closet space, less of a need.
Closet space.
I mean, it is shorter. You still want more storage?
Yeah.
But the 144 is fun because like it's shorter, obviously, and you can get to more like off-road places. There are some limitations to where this van can go because it is a 23 feet van, but the raised version of the 4x4 is gonna give us more access, but the 144 is just more nimble and you can literally go everywhere with that van. So if 144 fits your lifestyle, I would go 144, but if you need more storage and more cooking area, more comfortable space indoors, then the 170 is a better idea, better bet.
Deborah Miller said, Rina deserve a house like that.
The what? The Pocono house?
I know, right?
Yeah. How about we have more than one?
In different places?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice.
Loving Josette, Spencer at the arcade. Can't stop laughing.
He was really cute playing the Street Fighter. He was talking to the characters. And I was just beating him because he wasn't moving. It is funny.
Kuchkawa said, since you were talking about Utah, St. George has a good downtowns for good food.
That's actually been on our radar for like somewhere that's a place to settle down in, just because of how much sunshine it has. I think there was an advertisement they said, right?
315 days of sunshine.
That's really good. And yeah, St. George is really close to like all the adventures. It's like just a couple of miles or whatever from Zion, close to Vegas, close to California, but they just don't have a big airport there. And I think the Asian food scene is weak.
Marvik's mom mess said, I found it fascinating, Michael, you're in a real estate business, but you live in a van. Does make a big contrast. I always thought your business partner is Asian too. Is Ryan still single?
It is ironic, right, that we buy properties and we live in a van. But let me share with you my perspective on that. So I view real estate, residential housing, multifamily as an asset. I don't know if you guys ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. He has a very controversial view and say that the home that you live in is not an asset. Meaning, if a property isn't helping you generate money, then it's a liability. Most people don't agree with that, but I get his perspective and I'm kind of on the same page. Properties for us should be generating income. Even when we were living in our 2-family home, like it didn't feel like home to us because if we're living in it, then we are not generating money from rental standpoint. So like we never really decorated the house to be homey because we just want to get out of there, or when we get out of there, it's going to be rented. Designing a van that we can actually live in, although like we're not generating income because we're living in it, it's still something that we can customize to our own liking 100%. And which is why like we really like the DIY process, and we can make it as us as we want without thinking that, oh, we have to resell it or somebody's going to live in it. I mean, given that, you know, I'm still keeping that in the back of the mind. Like one day we will sell it. It needs to be what someone wants, but like we can make it as us as we want in that house, because in the van, because we're not worrying about like, you know, this being an asset, it has to be rented out. Like we have to live somewhere regardless. So
I think at
this is
the
like a
end
better option.
we prefer renting somewhere. Like before we moved into the 2-family house we rented at a
luxury apartment.
luxury apartment that have like swimming pool,
Doorman. No need to shovel snow, and
no need to do the gardening and stuff.
Garbage you can just throw out, like disposal. It's like that's more comfortable for us.
Yeah.
But then obviously there's a big cost to that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think renting is fine because we like the flexibility. I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of the name of the game.
Move to another place, then we can always move on.
Yeah, there's no like real long-term commitment to like renting. And I mean, I'd rather just us buying properties to rent out and like short-term rentals, flip or whatever. And then where we actually live is more like super flexible.
I think as long as you have like income coming in, then
it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you're renting or.
Yeah, there's a lot of advantages to renting, in my opinion. But for the most like conservative minds, like everyone says, oh, you need to own a home, you need to, the American dream, all that stuff is like great for some people, but then at the same time, you're really stuck in one place. You have a mortgage, you're in the rat race, and you're kind of just going through the cycle. I think we like the apartment living more because like we used to live in Hong Kong too, like when we were very young.
It's always apartment.
It's always apartments in Hong Kong.
And then like remember like some apartment that I look at, they have like children playground.
Oh yeah,
like swimming pool.
There's a lot of cool amenities that you can get from an apartment building.
When we have our own house, we don't have a swimming pool. Like
it's like very expensive and a lot of maintenance too.
And then when we were renting that apartment, we have like heated pool and stuff. And then there's like barbecue places.
Yeah, it's like community areas.
Nice.
It's nice. Yeah, I mean that's a apartment versus owning a house. There's pros and cons to each. There's no like right or wrong answer, but that's just kind of what we like.
And there's so many mosquitoes in the house.
yeah. That's just a little bit of our philosophy for housing. And yeah, I mean, we're definitely unconventional because we actually live in a van. So take it with a grain of salt, however you want to take it.
Resin Jeff said, I'm new to your channel. My nephew has long hair for years. When he was young, it was a hassle for us to comb, and it got in his way. We thought that he loved it, but when his hair was finally cut, like when he was 7 or 8, he loved it. It made his life so much easier. Spencer seemed to brush his hair bang out of his face a lot. Have you considered trimming his bang, or he doesn't have to? Just wondering. He's fun to watch. I don't want to cut it myself, so.
We want a stylist to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a deal at the moment. Like it's not like, oh, we have to cut it right away. We're not too concerned with his hair. I mean, just overall, like girls have long hair. You know, you won't say you got to cut all the girls' hair or whatever. So I think this is just as long as it's long enough and he's not too bothered with it, I think it's fine. But we will plan on trimming it, or at least getting a nice haircut for him soon.
Find him a kid salon first.
And because his hair is growing like inconsistent lengths, so like I think that's probably the main thing that I want to adjust is like get the length all like trimmed up and nice and neat.
I do want to cut it like short for him.
Maybe we'll see.
I want to see how he looks.
We can.
Short hair.
Yeah, we'll see.
RMLRL said, could you ask Spencer if I could have some chopstick like he has? I still don't know how to use regular one.
We bought him like 10 pairs of different types of chopsticks. He's kind of just adjusting.
Papa bought him like 3 pairs.
Yeah, we
bought 2 pairs.
We just bought one like
Grandma
today.
bought 1 pair.
Yeah, we get him the lefty one, the righty one, the ones that just like it's like a tongue.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can buy them on Amazon if you want to learn how to use the chopsticks. He's still learning.
I'm not really good at chopsticks, so.
You're like the best. Like people look at your chopstick skills. And you are like pro.
Because mine is not the right way.
Is it not the right way?
Yeah, mine is.
I don't know what the right way
way is. Like you have to hold it with 2 fingers, and then like come on, get.
Okay.
And then mine is not. Mine is my dad yelled at my chopstick thing.
So I guess there's a authentic way of using chopsticks. As long as it gets the job done, who cares?
Tandy Washington said, my son had long, thick, curly hair until he was 7. His father did not want to cut it, but he played sport, and beside my head of hair, I had to fuss with his hair. Plus, everyone thought he was a girl. As cute as Spencer is, I couldn't help but notice your business partner.
I think everyone is
very interested in Ryan. Grandeville Coffee said, why doesn't Grandpa stay for dinner?
Sometimes he eats earlier than us, and sometimes he's not hungry.
He's much older. He eats like at 5 or something sometimes. Brenton said maybe get some sun chip at the store and set them on the van counter to see if Spencer sneaked up.
He might. I mean, that's a good idea. He really likes those chips. They're like really good.
Yeah, I like them.
The sun chips. Yeah, we can try next time just to see if he could go and
we can do that.
Himself.
Do that challenge.
Oh, like, yeah.
Set
the marshmallow.
Yeah.
The marshmallow challenge. I think he's about age.
I don't know if he understand it yet.
So there's a marshmallow challenge. I don't know if you guys ever seen. It's like to test child's patience, and the experiment goes like you sit the child down, you give the child, say, hey, there's a marshmallow for you. I'm gonna be back. If you can wait like 5 minutes, then you can get double, and see if the child will sneak the marshmallow.
I don't know if he understand it yet. Like if he get double, if he get 2.
Yeah, he might. I think Spencer would understand. Like he understand what 2 is, and I think he has the patience. I think Spencer will be able to do it. But I think that will be fun to test with him one day. Just give him like his favorite thing.
The problem is he cannot stay in the room by himself right now.
If you give him like Curious George or something, put the snack in front, and then see if he. I don't know. Maybe he will.
I don't know.
What would you use as like his like the food? Would you use marshmallow or would you?
No,
something?
Marshmallow is choking hazard.
Yeah, it's not good for kids. What would be his favorite? Maybe the
Bang Bang.
No, he's not like that crazy about it.
Apple juice? I don't know. No. He would take a zip.
No, I think maybe the sun chip might be a good idea.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, like 2 cones.
1 bowl of ice cream.
Sometimes he just holds it in his hand and just watch TV and not even like take a lick. He's not that crazy about like food in that regards, unless he's like super hungry.
He doesn't even like blink his eye when he's watching Curious George.
Maybe we can't turn on the TV then. Like we just have to. I don't know. We'll set up the experiment.
Maybe we'll wait until he's 3.
Yeah, maybe in a van or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that'll be fun.
Dimble's BB said, "Please make a video on how to make mango sago dessert. It's one of my favorite desserts."
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to record Rina doing it that day.
I was doing it when you were doing
I went to
something else.
Target or something just to pick something up. And then you were making the sago already. Next time I think you should make it again. The way like from start to finish so people know how to do it. But you can still share the recipe to people. How to do it. It came out really good.
La Mama said, I love Rina's expression when she loves a sweet. Did she use condensed milk on the mango sago? No, I did not. I just use coconut milk and whole milk. Lavender Unite. 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 Hello, can you try food in Douglas, Georgia? That's random.
I don't even know where Douglas, Georgia is. But if we pass by Douglas, Georgia, we will definitely try some food out there. And we will let you know.
if we drive by there, yes. Andy Louis, Luil. Andy Louis said, you guys ever try wonton guy in Addison, New Jersey? Very Hong Kong style. Yes, we love the wonton.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other day. Yeah. They're like wontons this big, like the size of your fist. They're really good. Yeah, their food is really good. We should go back one of these days before we leave.
Yeah. Martha Chow said, will you ever visit Francisco with your van.
Yes.
We did it once.
We did. Last time was like 2 years ago when
was
Spencer
cold.
was 1.
It was cold.
It was during the winter time. We were coming back after Spencer. Actually, it was before Spencer turned 1, so it was like November or something. But it was warm for that time though. But it was cold. It was like rainy and stuff. But the weather there is
it's
perfect
rainy-
during the
rainy the
winter
whole
time.
time.
Yeah. But we'll definitely go back, probably with the new van, not with the old van.
Yeah. And that's all for today.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the comments, you guys. If you guys have any more questions or comments you want to ask us, be sure to leave them in the comments section below, and we will talk about it next time we do the comments. That's it. Let's head over to Guma's house. Hi, Guma. 咁快睇電視啦. Alright, Candy's about to make a soup using fish.
We basically can fry all the fish. We're just gonna smash them.
Let's get it nice and fried, right?
Fry them.
And then you throw it in the pot of soup here? Or you threw it the other way around?
I'm gonna put this soup here to here.
In here. Okay. And that's gonna be a nice fish soup. What do you have in here?
Carrots, corn, some meat,
Is that chicken?
pork.
Pork? So just 3 ingredients?
Yes.
Okay. And fish. That's
all.
pretty simple. That's a simple soup here.
Yeah.
And this you just have
So
some
just have to
ginger.
wait.
Okay. Looking good.
Guma, can you open?
I'll open if you call me. Can you call me?
Oh, that's the first time he's calling Guma. Nice job. Said it very clearly too.
Yeah, very clearly. 好啦，
Guma.
你用 Guma 做咩啊？後邊啊
Yeah.
，open 邊度啊？
Open 邊度？呢度邊？
Open. Is it a double-decker bus?
係咪 double decker bus？
Double-decker bus.
係喎，好清
Yeah,
喎。
that good. What you say? What you say?
係喎，乖啦。
You gonna put the soup in now?
Yep.
Okay. We just put the lid on. This is gonna boil for about 30-40 minutes. And we'll have some nice fish soup later. Ooh, look at that soup. Looking real nice.
生嘢。
Okay. Good. I'll back out of this. Put it over here. Let's try. Oh, it's like a yellow color. Mmm. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's got a nice like the fish flavor is really strong. Taste the corn is like adds the sweetness to it. Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice soup, right? We just want the broth, yeah. And you gotta make sure you remove all the bones. of it. Another layer of filtration. Make sure there's no bones in there. And we just heated up all the food that we got from earlier. This is the beef chow fun. We got some chicken wings here. Got a curry seafood with spaghetti. We got a baked tomato pork chop over rice, broccoli, and this is some curry beef brisket here. And we're having some of the soup that my sister just made. Which Mimin do you like? You want this one? You want this one? Yay! Let's do this one. Okay, let's do some Mimin.
You're welcome. That's good for you.
Trying candy soup.
Very fishy.
This is our dinner for tonight. Hey, sick fan.
Sit down.
Sick fan. Alright guys, that's it for this video. We had a really good dinner and it seems like we did a lot today. So I want to end it here. Tomorrow we are going to be in Brooklyn. My mom has a doctor's appointment, an eye doctor's appointment. So we're going to be heading out with her and we'll have some breakfast there or something. So if you guys want to keep watching our time here in New York, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new video comes out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so that it can spread out to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye. Spencer, what you doing? What you doing?
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Can you thank you? Thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.
And then the
My turn. My turn, Spence. Okay, let's do. Oh, this one right here. Oh, there you go.
Bye bye.
Come on top.
And then Kuma's turn.
Kuma's turn. Kuma's turn.
Try this one. Oh, Spencer, can you help me on the other side, please?
On the other side. Oh, nice. Put it on top.
Can you put it on top?
You gotta turn it like that. Yeah. Okay, don't mama lah.
Mama's turn. Mama's turn. Actually, mở tập rồi là
Đi lâm ta là.
let's try the other. Oh, okay, let's try that one.
Ooh. That one is good. Here, take this one. Hey,幫媽媽擺上啦。Put it on top for mama. Yeah, put it right here. There you go. Okay. Whose turn is it?
Whose turn?
Oh, Bobo lah.
Whose turn?
Okay, Bobo go.
Go, 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 go.
Can you pick one? Which one you want to do? Ooh, this one is kind of coming loose. This one. This one is coming loose, yeah. Ooh, that one is also coming loose. Which one you want to do? There you go. There you go. Good job. Okay, now you go on top. Yeah, Mama's turn now. Mama's turn. Mama's turn. Oh, oh, that's very fast. Yeah. That one, like this. Can you put it on top? Can you put it on top? Well, we have to put it on top. See, this one go on top like this. Stack like this. Okay, my turn. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one here. Can you help me take it out? On the other side. On this side. On this side. Here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. On this side. Okay, are you gonna take it out or what? You're just pushing it back in. Okay, can we take it back up? Here, here. Okay, take it out. Yeah, all right. Put it on top. Put it on top. Oh no! It's okay.